Welcome along everybody, we're now at round 35 of the Hot Lap Challenge and this is our lap guide for this week. I'm very sorry it's such a late guide, but this has been an absolutely horrible week for me. I've tried as best I can and it's only just started to come together now after around about 600 miles I've put into this week. So let's see how we get on. Finally on the lap. Let's get out of all this view and get ready for the first corner. Now you really need, before we start, you need a really good exit out the final chicane to start a good lap. And coming up to the first corner, I am changing gear around about 96, 97 I think. Let's go. Very tricky car this one, it does unbalance itself very easily. But we're looking for here, there's just a kink in the road on the white line, and that's your turn in marker. So we're going to start to turn in there and we're only going to start braking around about the 50 metre board. So we're turning in first, and now as you can see I'm off the power and we're braking, and we're going to feather the brakes a little bit and the throttle, and you're going to try to keep about 89-90 miles an hour, and you want to try and clip the curb. As soon as you can clip the curb, you want to get back on the power and you want to try and hold the power all the way around the corner. Is very tricky to do. So let's go. Hold the power, clip the curb, 91, that's okay. Keep the power down all the way to the outside of the track and just keep it as straight as possible going up here. No problem here for this right hand kink, just get your tyres onto the curb there just like that and that's fine. Now again, coming up to this one, the weight transfer in the car is the real problem. So just before the marshal board on the left here where the marshals are, we are going to get off the power onto the brakes, going to feather the brakes a bit. You want to try and do this at about 110 and you want to try to slide the car round the bend and get as straight as possible for the next one. So here we go. Slide the car, get onto the curb, get it straight, and just as we come to the end of the tarmac here on the right hand side, this is where we're starting to brake, and we want to try and brake in a straight line as best we can. And for the first part of this left-hander, if you do get the weight transfer in the car wrong, the car will spear off or it will oversteer into the barrier. So what you want to try and do is just hold a good, like maybe 80 miles an hour up onto the curb and try and let it coast if you can. Get the car settled before you get back on the power. Here we go. Get the car settled, there's the power. We're okay there. Now for this one, there's no real brake marker here, but these trees on the left hand side, the tallest tree that you see there, as soon as that comes out your screen, you can see I'm braking. And you want to try to get your braking done before the 50 metre board, and you want to be turning in just before that as well. And you want to try to hold about 63-64 miles an hour if you can onto the first apex. If you can do that on the first apex, you should be able to get on the power and power all the way around for the second apex. So here we go. Not bad, held 63-64, that was quite good actually. Get on the power and then a long run down to the hardest part of the track for me. I just couldn't get this right all week long and it's finally started to come together. So after the end of the joining road just here, as you can see, just at the end of the joining road where the marshals are yet again, I'm going to try and brake in a straight line. And you want to cut onto the right hand side and you want to let the car roll through if you can. And just try and hold some decent speed up, and the car will get a bit slidey, but hopefully you can keep 70 miles an hour up for the second part of this double right-hander. And this is where you make all the speed up on this corner, so you have to be very careful around here. Here we go. Yeah, no drama, kept it nice and tight, up onto the curb. For the final chicane, again, very tricky to get right. You need to be right on the right hand side for the first part of the chicane so you can power out through the left hand side if you can. Again, braking at the marshal board as we can see. And we're going to go down to about 60 miles an hour. You can do it about 63, but I run out of talent basically on this corner. So here we go. Get on there and get on the power as best you can. Try not to run too wide, you might get a penalty. And then made a mad dash for the line. Now 1:30.0 is brilliant for me. I took 4/10 off my time this morning. Unbelievably, I don't know how I done it. But what we'll do is we'll go back once more, we'll go out of car, and we'll do it all again for you. So here we are. Good run out the final corner. Changing up in 98 actually. Let the car slide through here. Kick up a little bit of dirt if you have to, but that's fine. Right to the edge of the track. There's no more space there. Yeah, nice easy kink, no problem. Just get two wheels just up to the curb. And you carry best speed. Here comes the marshal post here. Get the marshal post, cut onto the curb, get the car straight. And then just let it coast through here if you're feeling the car's getting unsettled. But that was okay. Again, right up to the edge of the track. Down for the double right here. Get on the power as soon as you can. Use all the curb if you need to. And that'll give you best time coming all the way down the back straight here, because you can make up quite a lot of time. Again, using all the track. And here we come to the double right. Very tricky. There's your braking point. Kept it nice and steady, no drama through here, that was okay. Could have maybe gone through there a little bit faster. Used all the track on the exit. And scrubbed a little bit too much speed there. That's where I'm losing the most time coming out of the final chicane. But that's a not bad lap if I do say so myself. Again, apologies for the lateness of it. I wasn't going to put out a 1:31 lap because it was absolutely terrible. But that's your hot lap guide. I think I'm done for about 100 years on Goodwood. And we'll see you again for the next one. Cheers all.